Hello, everyone. Lucian. Uh, this talk is about changing the defaults. We're at C++ conference, and we everybody know that C++ has most of the defaults gone wrong. So this talk is about not quite that. I'm sorry. Um, this talk is mostly about safety and correctness. I think that is one of the big things that we need to change here. Um, the world actually runs on software, and it runs on our software. Thank you. Where are you, Dom? Somewhere. Like now I can sleep really well. Um, but that has a lot of consequences, right? Because that's our art. That's what we produce typically every day, right? I just had to put a slide with Kevin. That's what I always do. So let's take two examples. There was some big scandal in UK. You probably know better than I am about the British Post Office scandal. There was a software, Fujitsu Horizon software, that between 1999 and 2015 had some bugs. And because of those bugs, according to Wikipedia, 900 persons were convicted of theft, fraud, false accounting. There were 236 imprisonments. There were loss of livelihoods and homes, debts and bankruptcies. And according to Wikipedia, at least 4 suicides. So that is because of software. I'm going to give another example. This one is just a heard story, so it may not be accurate, but it's pretty good. So back home in Romania, we modernize our hospitals and we run on software. That means each time you have to get a cancer treatment, you have to go with a card to start your treatment. What happens is that most of days the system doesn't work, so that patients get to the hospital and they cannot get their treatment, right? And of course, people are very creative. They found workarounds on that, but that is a consequence of our software, of our life. So I do have a question to you, to everybody. How do you feel about all that? Is that a situation in which we like to live in? We like to continue going on? Like the world will run more on our software, not less. It's not a problem that it will go away. So I have a couple of suggestions, just tiny little ones. First, there are a lot of standard committee members here in C++. Whenever possible, try to avoid undefined behavior, right? That leads to safety and correctness bugs. And sometimes it's not possible, but please ask that question. Can you avoid undefined behavior here? Start that conversation there. And if the answer is no, that's perfectly fine. When you have a feature that has undefined behavior, try to think whether there are ways that you can runtime check that in order to help people prevent getting into that situations. Try to make the features hard to misuse, right? Don't just put their pointers all over the place and say, it's C++, you should know how to use it. Those are just a couple of things. I'm going to steal that key thing from Herb, but this time ChatGPT generated a much better picture, I would say. Try to do safety by default and have performance as opt-in, not the other way around. For engineers, try to write sustainable software, software that lives on and can be operated and can be fixed for bugs, not just by 1 month, but by years. Test your software, strive for correctness. And we've known that for a couple of decades now. It's not a new technology. What I would urge everybody is to try to write reasonable code. And what I mean by reasonable is something like you can reason about and you can find bugs in that code just by code review. And also, it doesn't provide surprises.